FIU will kick it off to get things underway. He'll bring it out. It's Garrett. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. He'll pull it down on the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
Yeah, he does a really good job being decisive, getting downhill, being a great runner. And guess what? You know how easy offense is when you get me at second and short, second and medium? Everything in the playbook is open to me.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Henry. Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They'll need 3 yards here on 3rd down to keep this opening drive alive. Sends it back in motion. Looking to pass. It's Vaughn. Takes the easy throw in the flat. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Wanted to make sure not to give them a chance for a return as it goes out of bounds. Bunch formation for these receivers. Quick handoff. Oh, he's got some space. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down.
Man, it's a bad feeling when a guy like that gets to the 2nd level and you know he is off to the races, going to get a big chunk of yards. Might not score, but you know he's getting a big chunk.
When the big fellas turn to chase, I mean, where do they find the balance between conserving energy for the next play and well, not getting yelled at for not running after the ball?
Well, that's when you do your fake trot where you throw your head back and just act like you're fighting as hard as you can, but you're really running at about 50%.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The give from the gun. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Panthers. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
If you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run. Coming out with it, it's Garrett. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Flyers offense comes out to open this possession. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the 1st down out to the 30.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Now on 1st down from the 30. Quick release on the RPO. Knocked down for the tackle.
Well, the offense is trying to get a big-time playmaker the ball out in space quickly with the wide receiver screen, but the defense is having none of it.
Back to throw, it's Vaughn. Oh, they're after him. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
You know, a big part of a quarterback's accuracy is his ability to step into throws. To be accurate, you've got to be able to be on balance, stepping in and following through. Because of that pass rush, that QB had no shot.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Unloads to the right. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. And it's the Flyers who will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. The Florida International offense is back on the field. Already a solid start to this one, now back to work with this 7-0 lead. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
They'll move the tight end. Motion from the wide receiver. Might have a chance. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Running behind that left side. Picked up 4 yards, now looking at 3rd and 6. Big 3rd down here. They need to get the ball to the 41. The snap sets up to throw. Out of the backfield, he's open. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. And the Panthers are moving quickly down the field. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Works his way ahead for about 3 yards, stopped at the 23. Quite a bit of work to do on 3rd down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. From the gun, wants to pass. Back open in the middle. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
This is exactly why 3rd down is practiced every single day. 3rd and short, 3rd and medium, 3rd and long. It's money down for a reason. You got to lock in. Great success by the offense so far on 3rd down.
He'll toss it. And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment. On 1st and goal, let's see if FIU can get it in. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Panthers! Great job by the back on the option.
And he's in for a 2nd touchdown, man. He knows what to do when he gets down here. He knows how to get in the end zone, and I love when you can run the football as you get close to that goal line. Be the more physical team, and they're doing just that.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. He'll bring it out. It's Garrett. He gets a block. This guy makes you hold your breath when he gets the football in his hands, and that last line of the coverage team, the only thing that stopped him from housing it. The Flyers offense comes out to open this possession. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use.
He is sacked way behind the line of scrimmage. Just a catastrophic play there.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
After that sack, they're in a different zip code now. 2nd and long working here. Right on the money. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
He's going for it all. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
You can just start to sense the frustration building for this offense after that incompletion right now, setting up 4th down. They haven't yet scored a touchdown. They just can't find a rhythm in this game. Obviously, the defense, the big reason for that, but if this offense wants a chance to win, they have got to start stringing some completions together and get this quarterback in a better rhythm.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Lost one deep down the right side. Hauls it in down the sideline. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
And I think they found a matchup they like, man. This running back has been a problem out of the backfield. Like, we know he can run it, but the matchups now, who's going to cover him? Is it a linebacker? Is it a safety? Right now, this offense, they found something with him catching the football in the backfield, and they just keep going back to it.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
They'll run it from the gun. He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the 1st down.
And that's the 2nd time today, man. Like, you see, it looks like he's going in fast forward. He's got some jets, man. This guy can really, really move. This offense does such a nice job of finding creative ways to get him the football. And we've already seen it today. A couple of explosive plays, and they're going to continue to feature this young man.
9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
That's the end of the quarter, and FIU is on top. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. The period will be a 2nd down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He breaks a tackle. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the 2nd level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
You know, you got to be careful when you're running the draw play because you're hoping those defensive ends get way up the field, thinking it's passed. Didn't happen that time, and the defense was able to get a negative play.
Off play action. And the defense, got him at the 27.
Man, that's exactly what this defense needs. They found themselves now in a hole. They're trailing. Got to get pressure on this QB. Can't give him time to get comfortable. They get to him, get the big sack. Maybe this gets them back in the football game.
Quarterback making checks. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Looking down the middle. Found a seam. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
There was no question on that 3rd down where the quarterback was going. It was going to be a big play. He had the matchup he wanted. Fantastic route. Great separation. Looks the football in. It's a big explosive play for the offense now, setting him up in the red zone. They're looking to add to their lead.
He's looking to throw. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And you always want to get the home crowd jacked up and get them excited. Get out to an early lead, and they have 20-0. Defense playing well, offense playing well. They got a lot to cheer about here at home.
The AT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. Guess that's one way to ensure there's no return as the kickoff goes out of bounds. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. To the air, it's Vaughn. Bringing the heat. He'll pull it down and run. Past the 45. On the move at the 30. Guided out of bounds at the 22. Good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Now the play fake. Oh, man, what a missed opportunity. Big fella almost got to run with the ball. Instead, it falls incomplete and brings up 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it 1st and goal from the 1. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Henry. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Flyers. He'll try to tack on one more. And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Fielded in the end zone, it's Brown. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. The Panthers offense comes out ready to go on the attack. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
Hard running there. Maybe some room here. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37.
Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around them doing their job to make it a good play call.
And everybody around them doesn't just mean the offensive line. The receivers getting their blocks downfield is a big deal, too.
It's a huge deal. We always talk about them catching passes, but blocking is so important for their responsibilities.
After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. Trainers are out there having a look at this freshman defensive tackle to see if he is going to be able to continue. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. The give to the single back. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
And this offense, right, they are in a groove. They are in a rhythm, just finding themselves play after play. Everything they're dialing up right now is working. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm not changing a thing. I'm going to continue to do what I'm doing because this defense has had zero answers.
Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short.
You can tell, man, really made a point for this offense to run the football, to be physical and defensively. Already getting behind in this football game, not stopping the run on this drive. They've got to get more aggressive. They've got to get more physical on that line of scrimmage.
And the biggest key for them on this sustained drive has been their ability running the football. And there's nothing more demoralizing to a defense when you know the other team is going to run it and you still can't stop them. And I think if I'm this offense here, I'm finding other ways and other run schemes to just keep giving this guy the football because he is cruising through this defense now.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
They'll move the wide receiver. The play action fake. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Flying down the left side. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
Well, defenses get excited when they see the quarterback in an empty backfield like that. They know, hey, if I'm not going to have to beat a running back or a tight end to get there, if I get to him, I might have an opportunity to knock this thing loose, and that's exactly what happened for the defense.
He's going to run it. Gets down, and like they say, touchdown, first down, or get down, and he got 2 of those on that one.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
Unloads quickly. Finds a crease at the 20. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
Nice job there to limit the running room, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain.
I got to be honest. I know the defense respected this guy's running ability. I don't know, though, if they knew it was this good. He has been gashing them in this game with his legs, and already you're seeing the defense now make some adjustments to slow this guy down. They were able to get him to the ground. He's still got a couple yards, but this has got to continue for this defense. You know he is going to carry the ball.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding leverage. I can't let that fast sucker get outside of me towards the sidelines. Nice job expanding with him and then going and making a tackle. One of the hardest things to do in football is tackle guys in the open field. Great job going and getting him on the ground.
Fires left. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. It is perfect. That cuts into the deficit. It's now 21-10.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Panthers offense comes out ready to go to work. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing on the deck, Jesse. But move on, reload, forget about it.
At the end of the day, it's just fundamental football, right? They practice it all week. 5 points of pressure. Every ball carrier has to have it. They just got to do a better job moving forward.
The Panthers have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. They feed him again. It's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
2 straight drives ending in fumbles now for this offense. Guys just have to start hanging on to the football. There's nothing schematic that has to change. They've just got to get back to fundamentals, 5 points of pressure, and prioritize holding on to the ball.
Running inside. It's Henry.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass, it's Vaughn. Fires to the middle. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Tight end finds a soft spot. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. Gives him a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on 4th down. It's 4th down, and they can make the field goal from here, but it looks as if they're going to leave the offense out there. Calls his own number. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. This has become almost automatic. 4th and 1, go for it. They did, and they got it.
No doubt about it. No discussion. I don't need to consult my offensive coordinator. I don't need to consult my defensive coordinator. We're going for that, and we're going to get it, and we're going to go for it. And if we don't get it, we're going to go for it the next time.
Pulls it again on the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be 3rd down.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. Makes the catch. And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. It's good. That'll make it a 1-possession game. The lead is 8.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
He'll bring it out. It's Carter. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Throws to the tight end. Got his man to the left. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. FIU pushing tempo. Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
Great coverage, great break on the ball. Had a chance to really make a big play and maybe even take that thing back to the house. But you got to secure the catch. We like to hit people more than we like to catch balls.
2nd and 10. He'll throw again. Unloads to the wideout. Got a man. It's McNeil. Smashes ahead. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, welcome into our EA Sports Studios here in Orlando, the Week 2 edition of our College Football Update Show. We start with a look at Ohio State taking on the number 5 team, the Texas Longhorns. And it's the Buckeyes, able to pull off the upset in this one, but by the narrowest of margins.
Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback.
And that makes it 2 victories on the season. They're nowhere near their preseason goal, of course, so how they handle things from here will define this program. Here now a look at some other games of note today, including a big upset with major implications.
Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. The Flyers offense comes out to open this possession. The defense set them up with a turnover and now to try to cash it in. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run are high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a 2nd down and long situation.
That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. For a quarterback, those mechanics need to be second nature, but sometimes they can get a little rushed.
Yeah, and we've seen that. We've had spin sessions on the field before games with Jesse, and just gets on that back foot a lot and just can't stay consistent at all. It might be the hair gel, weighing him down, but that back foot just starts to slide in there. Mechanics get bad, sloppy.
Gets it out quickly. He is denied. Cannot get to the first down marker, and it's 4th down coming. So this field goal unit has been getting the job done. They've already made a couple here today. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. That'll cut this lead down to 5.
You've got to make the opponent pay for turning the football over, and while this team would have liked to have scored a touchdown off that pick, I think they're pretty happy getting the field goal.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Brown. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. That's just inexcusable. A delay of game penalty there, and now it is 2nd and 1.5 miles. Here's the pressure. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
I don't care how talented you are as a quarterback, but your accuracy always goes down when you get hit. Nice job by the QB scrambling, working to his right, but he wasn't completing that pass with that pressure.
Throws to the wideout. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up.
Well, the good news is after that second pick of the 3rd quarter now for this guy, they're still winning the game, but they are living dangerously right now. And they can't expect to hold on to that if this guy keeps making bad decisions like we've seen here now in the first period of the 2nd half.
And it's got to be frustrating because you always talk about taking care of the football, and you've got to lead in the 2nd half. You need your quarterback to play smarter.
And it's picked off right at the goal line. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And not all guys have the ability to break on the football, go make a play, and catch it. You know, you play defense for a reason. A lot of the wide receivers are the ones that do most of the catching. Great job by the defense securing the INT.
Ford International comes out to start this drive. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he...
But he's got room. Going to the stiff arm to create a little breathing room as he gets it out to the 12.
And we've already seen it with this offense, man. They do a good job. They're going to use him as a receiving threat. Let him match up on linebackers. He can win those matchups. He can make big plays. Now they just do it a different way. They call the screen. Let those linemen run upfield, get him the football in some space, and try to let him create a big play.
Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. The Panthers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Caught in the backfield, it's Anderson. They'll mark him down at the 17, and that'll be enough to move the chains.
And you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
Wants to throw on 1st down. It's complete on the right side.
Guys out in the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Give to the back. Got a little grass. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. FIU set up with another 1st down. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. After the step off, now they have to deal with 1st and 15. Here's the snap, looking to throw. He's got him in the flat. Turning it on. The 40, the 30, the 20. He's at the 10. Sprinting all the way. He'll take it to the house, but there is a flag on the field. First down here for the offense. They'll run it to the right side. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Second down, they'll go to the air. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. He might want another play. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He lofts one down the sideline. He's got it way down the field. All the way down to the 28. He's out of bounds right there. The big play has him set up.
And what a huge play for the offense. Hitting that throw not only is big for their confidence, but it also flips the field.
They'll send the tight end in motion. Gives it on the option. And he stopped right there. No gain on the play.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Power football with the run. A 3-yard gain there. It'll be 3rd and 7.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Here's a heat. They'll bring him down right at the 20-yard line, and a 4th down looms, and decision time for this offense.
And this defense did exactly what they wanted to do. You force the passing situations. Now what do? Now you can drop back, play pass. And when the quarterback scrambles, now I just rally to the football, I tackle him on the ground, and I force the 4th down.
This is a makeable field goal distance, but this offense is thinking touchdowns. They'll go for it on 4th. He's got it. 1st down and more. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. And the Panthers had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Running back looking for the end zone to the left. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Now listen, the defense won that play. As an offense here, the key, David, you can't go back-to-back negative plays. You got to be smart with the football here. Looks like you're going to have to throw it. You just can't force it. You got to make sure you're playing with that clock in your head. You can't take a sack.
And I think this is a situation where I spread you out. I get more speed on the field. I make the defense declare. I see what they're in, but I'm definitely throwing the football.
Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. It's good. He's going to hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll bring it out. It's Garrett. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Get this drive going from the 17. Looking for a man. It's Vaughn. Makes the grab. Gain of right at 7 yards. 2nd and 3 coming.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Throwing right. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Got room on the return. He's at the 10. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Florida International.
And nice Nice vision by the linebacker, understanding and diagnosing pass right away. Getting his eyes on the quarterback, breaking on the football, making the huge interception, and then taking it back to the high school days, man. In his glory days at the running back spot, running all the way to the house and scoring the touchdown.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. Coming out with it, it's Garrett. They make the tackle, but not before he finishes off this third period with a big play. We've reached the break. It's FIU with the lead. We take just a minute to look at the stats as they are threatening to put this one away. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Takes the handoff. It's Henry. There he goes. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
And it's the Flyers. Come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They'll try to bully their way for the first. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. The easy way to convert on third down, the penalty moves the sticks. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Finds his man. It's Isaac. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Just keep slinging it. He's got the tight end. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
Well, trailing like they are right now in the fourth quarter, their execution offensively is just going to...
Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Flyers. Into the end zone for 6.
Touchdown, Flyers. Number 22.
And with the lead sitting at 9, they'll try to make it a one-possession game. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. They took it 71 yards down the field. Trying to save time on defense, they used their second timeout. They've got one timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. Just a pickup of a couple out to the 15-yard line.
And ball security at this point is at a premium for this offense. You're backed up in your own end. You've got the lead, so you want to be able to run the football and stay on the field, bleed the clock. But you know the defense is going to be ripping away at it, right? They're going to be trying to get hats to the football and forcing a fumble. So whoever's got the ball has got to have two hands on it this drive.
Nudges ahead for one out to the 16.
And this is a pressing time for this defense. They've got to understand They're backed up a little bit. They're going to run the football. They don't want to make a mistake. So I think this is the time I'm a little bit more aggressive. I got to get this football back to my offense because I'm trailing. So I look for this defense to get a little bit aggressive.
Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
Man, it's so nice to have a guy that you can depend on. Like, this offense is built around him for a reason. Just a good running back. You can see, gets north-south, doesn't dance, picks up positive yards.
Could be an alley. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
This offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid.
They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, fourth quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Blasted as he lets it go. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Yeah, this offense might want to think about moving the launch point for this QB, because if you take hits like that from the pocket, it's really tough to complete passes.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to fire. Rushes on him. Hit as he throws. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He wants to go deep. Another incompletion on third down.
Love the effort on defense that time. That looked like that was going to be a completion downfield, but the physicality of the defender jarred the ball loose.
FIU will line up to punt. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And the return man will have no chance as the ball sails out of bounds. The Flyers offense comes out to open this possession. They fought their way back. A scoring drive, the stop, and now a chance to pull even on this drive late. Maybe picked up a couple as he gets it to the 14.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to throw, it's Vaughn. Pocket breaking down. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
One possession game. You have got to be able to give your quarterback an opportunity to survey the field. He didn't have it that time. Got hit, affected the accuracy, and it falls incomplete.
After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. They get to him as he throws. Complete to the left. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. And it's the Flyers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The run inside. It's Henry. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain. And it's the Flyers will hustle to the line.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
Some really tough running there gets him to the 45-yard line. And it's the Flyers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to pass.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
And it's the Flyers come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Scrambling away. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Dropping back, it's Vaughn. Here comes the heat. Sets up the screen. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of it.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling pass and then kind of dodging the pass rush, getting it to the running back, and then let him do the rest. You got him in space, he'll pick up yards in a hurry.
First catch of the season for this highly touted wide receiver, and man, their fans have been hungry to see that. Off the play fake. Quarterback now breaking the field. He's got it. They will score. Touchdown, Flyers.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a master class in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way, and you're right. In college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
The Florida International offense is back on the field. That last touchdown drive tightened this one up, and we'll see what these guys can do coming down the stretch. It'll be a gain of 6, sets up 2nd and 4.
When the offense can run the football and you can feature a guy like this that will get more yards than his block, that you can really depend on, hangs on to the football, like it makes offense super easy, especially down the stretch when you want to eat that clock and you want to possess the football. Just nice to have that kind of guy.
Back to the ground with the running back. Couldn't really get started there. Pickup of 1 to the 35.
This offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
3rd and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. Looking to throw for it. And the missed connection on 3rd down.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give them a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. Keeps it on 1st down. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. To throw, it's Vaughn.
And here's the thing, the strategy. You want to run the ball because, yes, you want to score and you want to win, but you don't want to leave a lot of time left on the clock for their offense to get another opportunity. So that's a bit of the gamesmanship going on right now. And I think you're seeing that with their offensive coordinator and his choice in play calling.
It'll be 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He wants a big play here late. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
And it's now or never. It's do or die for this offense. 4th down, late in the game, trailing. They absolutely have to connect and move the chains right here. This thing's over.
It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it.
Well, I know when the defense goes back and watches this film, it's not going to be perfect, but that was the stop they needed, right, David? You got 2 great offenses going back and forth. You just got to be able to break serve once, and the defense did it here at the very end. No matter how you do it, I know the stats weren't great, but the most important statistic, they get the win.
Get the win, obviously, that you worry about.
Got enough space, and he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, FIU. His 3rd touchdown of this game and his 3rd on the season.
Man, we know football gets harder when you start to get the red zone and the field shrinks. Who needs that? Break the long touchdown run. Nice job by the back. Seeing the hold, exploding through, getting a long touchdown.
And the extra point is good, and the lead is 9 here in the 4th. Fielded in the end zone, it's Garrett. He's got great speed. Got a little room. There he goes. Open it up. Dynamic on kick returns, and that one puts his offense in business. The Flyers offense comes out to open this possession. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that 1st down. You can see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. On the option. The pitch. Here's a little room there, and he's chased out of bounds at the 6-yard line, and they'll try to stick it in from there.
I think the OC would have been really happy with a small gain and then an easier 3rd down. But how about the effort by the running back to get this close? He saw the 1st down marker, tried to get to it, got close enough now where it's an easy situation on 3rd down, and shoot, and I got 4th down in my pocket if I want to go for it.
They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. To the air, it's Vaughn. Firing to the right, complete. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. They'll try to pound their way into the end zone for a touchdown, and here in the final minute, they still have a chance.
That is such a great job by the offense, putting together a touchdown drive when they needed it most. Not a lot of time left to go, but if their defense can get them the ball back, they've got an opportunity to kick a field goal and walk out of here with the win.
The hands team eliminating any potential drama with the onside kick, and the clock is going to run out on this one.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Defense will use a timeout. 22 seconds remaining in the game.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Timeout called by the defense, and the clock is stopped with 18 seconds left.
It's a great play there by the defense, stopping that run. But now with less than a minute to go, you got to use your timeout. You got to try and conserve as much clock as possible to give yourself a chance to win.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Deep shot for the end zone. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down.
Man, if you're going to win games, you have got to hit on the home run type plays, and that was a great opportunity right there. The receiver has got to be able to look that football in and make the catch.
They'll keep the offense on the field on 4th down already with a 1-possession lead. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. To the air, it's Vaughn. Pressure coming. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds.
Well, I think the frustrating thing for this offense at this point is they've had a lot of success, and still they find themselves down on the scoreboard. And so I think if you're going to get back in this game, you've got to go back to the well. Think about the play calls that have worked for you in this game.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Played till the final whistle. It falls incomplete, and that's the ball game. It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays, guys